Well, hello, people. How are you doing tonight? Welcome to Astrolado channel with me, Radko Hristoff, and tonight we are about to discuss the lunar eclipse that is happening on Friday, and it happens in the sign of Leo. Awesome, eh? So it seems that a lot of urges of showing compassion to other people will kind of burst out of everybody, especially from the Leos. And it's actually this particular lunar eclipse will make you understand what impact your particular actions, your attitude, and your goals have upon the people you take care from. Just just 1 second, guys, because I can't see you in the chat. 1 second. Oh, now I can see you all. Awesome. So it's a little bit tough to navigate into this stream new program. Sorry. Okay, so now I can see you. Fantastic. And by this being said, don't be surprised, people, if you suddenly feel more attached to a particular person, especially if it comes to your family, siblings, love partner, and especially for love partners, because it's happening also on Friday, and Friday is ruled by Venus, which is about expressing emotions, love, relationships, intimacy, these kind of things. And like the lunar eclipse, these are like manifestations on steroids. Some particular creeds which are using the moon phases to make a prayer, so these kind of stuff, for them the lunar eclipse is a big thing. So every prayer or a certain rite that you like to do, it will have a boosted boosted effect from that particular lunar eclipse that is yet to come. So with that being said, people, we are going to make predictions for all 12 signs with the spread particularly used for the full moon in Leo that is happening. And for that, I will use my, well, let's say one of my first tarot decks here. That's the legendary Arthurian tarot cards, fantastic cards, especially if you are a beginner. I want to say that the book accompanying that card is one of the best books I have read for tarot cards. It is amazing. I mean, for beginners, highly recommended to have that deck and to try it out. So, without further ado, let's start with Aries first, as per usual, guys, and see what Aries has to encounter. So this will be a 5-card spread, people. The first card, this is a very important card that you need to pay attention to, because it will has a reflection on the next cards that is yet to come in the spread. The first card will show what personal power this new moon, lunar eclipse will uncover in you, will kind of show you that you have, or it will boost. Then the next card will explain to us what we have to detach from, which bridges we have to burn, where we have to make that clean break with the past, either past habit, past lover, past job, something of these sorts. The third card, guys, it will show us where it is necessary for us to take a risk. The fourth card will show us of where we can be productive, or which field, or what we have to do in order to get the maximum out of the strength that the first card will show. And the fifth card shows of what exactly people will see in us in a term of guys, how we will present ourselves in front of the world, what will be substantial for us, where and for what, most importantly, we will receive a recognition from the world around us. Thank you, Jessica. Thank you. Well, I am well, you know, I'm not the only one at Astrolabe, so it is kind of a fair share that I have to make these videos for the new and full moon. And I'm glad to do so. I'm sorry if you guys are feeling that, you know, I'm not going too often, but it is what it is. With that being said, let's make a good riffle. Bronich, I believe that the cards were out of print for quite a long time, but because this is a brand new deck bought last year, and I believe that they're again in print and you can find them. What's my name? My name is Radko, and on ancient Bulgarian that means a warrior, because I'm Bulgarian. It comes from the word rat, which means a war, and it is like the personal king's guard. It's like a Praetorian, you know what I mean? Okay, with that being said, guys, Aries first, where their personal you gotta be kidding me. We talked about love and we talked about relationship, and just what we got here, that's the Lover's card. Apart from being in harmony with everybody around you, Aries, your personal power will lie into making decisions, sound decisions, which will create that harmony you crave. Your personal power, thank you, Marilyn. Not my personal power, guys, but your personal power, Aries, it will lie into making, yeah, that was I was about to say, to solve problems from your past. This is also what that card speaks, but you need to be very accountable for the people that stands next to you, beside you, against you, especially for those who stands against you. It seems that you will have these differences, and because the Lover's card is all about when two perfectly matching opposites. That's I cannot stress it enough. Perfectly matching opposites collide, it is where the miracle happens. So this is where you need to search your power, Aries, in the differences you have with others. This is where you will find the biggest strength you have ever imagined in yourself. And probably that will happen of being finding not compromise and finding solution of how these differences can be negotiated and can be reached to a common goal. Then it is what you need to let go of, Aries, that airy woman that is a airy woman. So it's either Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, or it has these ascendant signs. Now that woman, it is people that woman, yeah, she may be in your help of pushing your deeds and things through, but in the same time, she kind of has a little bit of power upon you, and you may have become too much dependent on her. Most likely someone who solves problems for you, and someone who gives you a diagnosis and gives you right solutions, but diagnosis of where you are finding yourself at, what are your problems, how you can solve your problems, and thus you are becoming dependent. About my name, Angie, actually in Bulgarian the T transforms to D for more, you know, soft sound, but the Serbian, they kept the name, so it's a warrior. Anyway, I mean my mom has a degree in ancient Bulgarian, and she told me all about this. So anyway, enough with the name. And by detaching from that woman, you will finally feel a room to breathe. You will feel that your thoughts from now on, Aries, are independent. And it could be hard to detach from her because she's most likely older than you. But with that being said, it is kind of that you will feel yourself very fragile and kind of vulnerable to the outside environment if you detach from her. But this is how, you know, the baby is woke. It makes the first steps, and these are your first steps that you're about to make. But you're finding that actually you can make all these contacts on your own. And then it is the challenges, and this is the challenges, no, that's the risk, sorry. So the risk for you will be initiating your ideas. That's not the person, that's the risk. And the risk is you lifting your own standards, living above, beyond your own standards, and initiating a particular idea of yours. So let's say that you have the idea how to push it through. Now you have the contacts here. We are seeing you by the Lover's card. You already negotiated the terms. But what you have to do next is to transform the idea into powerful actions. The best way to do so, I hate to say it with this, but the risk here for you is to make others to act instead of you. So this is about the risk of taking a leadership for you, Aries. You got to stand up and take a leadership for you. Then we are going to the challenges you have to face. The challenges, guys, are Four of Cups, this card here, and it's the boredom. So not just the boredom, but being fixed in that particular thing, idea of these particular relationships that you're about to cultivate, and not just cultivate, but strengthen and embark, because we're speaking here for new relationships. With that being said, there is a chance that you will miss a very rare opportunity of yours, or you will not just miss it, but you will not be willing to seize it, people. And from there, a very high mental activity and a mental strength is needed. You have to believe in yourself that you can actually take on it into addition of what you already have, if that makes sense to you guys. And also another version of this card is the boredom, or the routine, the routine which is not dynamic, but it's same day by day routine you have to do over and over again. And this is the challenge that you need to take. You need to break that routine. How you're going to take it, well, and how you're going to manage to make it work, well, that depends on what you have here. That depends on your mental strength, mental activity, and becoming, you know, pushing your emotions out of you and acting on by logically, because your emotions will only lead you to a stagnation here. And at the end, it is where you will face your recognition, people. That's the 10 of Wands. And Aries, your recognition will come just exactly into what I have been spoken till now. People will see in you someone capable of controlling everything one has. Awesome, right? With this card, especially from that deck, there is a chance that some of your adversaries may try to lead you into a trap, and by you conquering that trap, by you proving yourself better than them, it is where you will face your recognition. So be mindful of that and take on any challenge, any opportunity you face during this eclipse, a lunar eclipse. And especially if it is regarding an old problems which you had in the past, which you couldn't solve back then, but now you are quite capable of doing so. Yeah, kind of don't mess with Aries. So next one is Taurus, guys, and let's see what they got. Thank you, boy. Thank you. Well, I'm just speaking what I'm seeing in the cards. You know, not every time, people, you can read the cards clearly. Sometimes you have such a hard time to make sense from them. Well, it seems so, Katrine. It seems so that this lunar eclipse, they will be the boss. Yeah, Pisces have a long way to wait. But guys, be mindful and stay also for your moon and ascendant sign, because they also matters, as you know. So Taurus, your personal powers, guys, lies in this person here. This is someone who is leading you or is caring for you, ready to make a sacrifice at any means possible. This is a person revealing your way. She has a high understanding, not just how you feel, but what you're dealing with. And it is where your power will lie. When you combine with this lady here, either Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, you can reach a wonderful, great thing, especially if we're talking about your career, because this one has a acute business sense. She knows how to earn money. She knows how to turn over money. What I mean is that you can invest and take from it, then invest into another place, take from it. But the above else, she's someone that will take one for the team, because she likes to be the front man. Okay, if that makes sense to you, she likes to be the front man, and when the things go to shade, always the front man takes it the most. So don't be eager, Taurus, to step in front of the light, because maybe you're not ready yet, and you have to take the full advantage of what this person present to you as a way of opportunities. And believe me, she has a lot of potential inside her, and through her you will uncover a lot of potential. The very least, you will learn about how she's capable of making all these brilliant maneuvers that she's impressing the people around her. And through that, after you detaching from her, you will be able to do that on your own. And then what you have to detach from, that kind of makes perfect sense here, because we have the flow. And maybe you're giving a thought about leaving this particular person, but you don't have to. You should not to right now, because with the flow here saying you what you need to detach from, that's the unclear future. And under unclear future, I mean that it is not unclear by defining your goal. You have your goal. Let's say that you want to be a very successful businessman. You know that you want that, and the fool says that this is something that you can do, but not right now, because how you're gonna get there is something you don't know. You have no clue how to get there, or if you do, you just think that you do. This woman here, she does have a clue how to get you there. So don't play solo. It is what I'm trying to say to you. Don't play solo, and keep behind her. Follow her lead, follow her footsteps, and you will find yourself quite successful. Then it is the risk. That's the Ace of Cups. So it seems that impending change for you, Taurus, it is coming. It is impending change where probably a dream come true, and the challenge is for you to believe in it. So through that impending change, everything that you felt stagnation in, everything, everywhere where you had troubles, all that will lose relevance. Let's say it that way. Let's say it in a way that all of a sudden, everything in your life will start worth living for. And the only risk you have to take is to give yourself completely into it. Believe that it is happening. Of course, guys, don't forget that with every ace comes the responsibility of working constantly toward it, because that's the initiation of the dream coming true. And just because you are already seeing it, how it's happening, you know how exciting that is, you should not stop manifesting your dream there, because if you do stop, the dream manifestation will stop as well. So that is about a constant work of pushing toward what fills your heart, because you can do it. Then is the challenges that you need to face, guys. And the challenges here with the Five of Cups are speaking rather than not everything will turn in a way you want. The challenge will be to keep the road that you have consciously taken. So even if something is not really turning in the way you have expected it to turn, in the way that you have been promised to be executed or to turn around, in a way that you have hoped, don't lose hope and keep pushing, because with the Five of Cups, the challenge is you don't get into despair. The losses that you are going to encounter through that eclipse, because everybody will encounter loss in one or another way, for some more painful, for other less painful. And here it seems that some of these losses, I can't say that they will be excruciating for you, but they will seem severe. But the more you start thinking about it, Taurus, the more you will realize that these losses were exactly necessary for you to experience, because they will present you the challenge to keep what is substantial for you and to work constantly for it. And then we are having where you will find recognition. Awesome. With the Two of Cups, we are having your recognition by your love mate, by someone who loves you, basically from these kind of things. Also, it could mean from the people around you, from the very, very close circle of yours. The Three of Cups is more extended circle, but the Two of Cups is the very closest circle, people who are not afraid to make contact with you, I mean physical contact with you, with this kind of circle. I mean, this is where you will face a recognition. So you should not feel despair, because a part of that woman, Taurus, you will have a bunch of other people who do care for you. They care for your success. And even if you experience loss or fail, they will keep encouraging you to move forward, because exactly on that road you're walking to the eclipse is where your happiness lies, guys. Okay, so the next one is Gemini. Yeah, Gemini is next, Annabelle. Well, Kirkat, well, like I said, everybody is experiencing loss in one way or another. Every day, every time. I mean, just right now, Taurus are about to experience more severe loss, but it is not an excruciating one. And under loss, I mean that it will, again, it will be an approaches that will not turn out very favorable for them, expectations that will not be proven, these kind of stuff. So yeah, now Gemini. Hey, Valerie. Okay, Gemini. Your personal power, guys, lies into seizing all these opportunities which are meant to bring you out of slumber. So it's about a big awakening for you people, either in your work or in your relationship, especially for relationship. This card points that from a long time spending on alone, right now you are now ready to face the world and find your mate. In career, that card kind of speaks that you are ready for new challenges, something exciting that is about to happen. You're not afraid to leave your your zone of comfort. It is what I mean. This is where your personal strength will lie here, and you have to aim for that. So basically, when these rare opportunities are coming into your way, don't give it a second thought. You just extend your arm and grab them. And then what you need to let go of, the hesitations, the flaky planning, the unable to choose, but not in a term of that you don't know what is good for you or it's not good for you. In a term of how I'm gonna do both things. You don't have to do both things. This is what I'm talking about. You have to focus on what is new for you. The rest, you just, leave it for now. It is there. It is waiting for you. It is about planning, and you have to stop planning. You have to stop planning. You have to be adaptable here. Everything, when it's coming in your way, it is crucial for you to catch it, especially when it comes to your emotions and feelings. Listening to your gut. listening to your inner voice. Whatever your intuition tells you that has prosperity and profit, it is exactly where you have to aim for. And thus, you need to stay adaptable, guys. You need to stay playful, because it is the way that you will kind of expand and get the maximum out of all these situations. Then is the risks. Gemini, I want to ask you guys, are you willing to look outside the box or the cage you have placed yourself in? Eight of Swords. With the Eight of Swords, the risk is that you are breaking free from the already known patterns or already established patterns by other people to you. It is kind of the way I see that card, guys. It is that you have been enslaved from other people's belief, and they made you believe that their way is the right way, but that's not exactly true, because for one destination there are many ways to get there, and this is the risk you got to take. You got to find your own way of doing all these things, all these new opportunities coming in your way that will bring you an emotional satisfaction. Then, people, we got you the challenges you got to face, the quadrant of Alduin or the Temperance. Kind of challenge is the solidarity and the compassion that you need to have. So people will really provoke you, people will try to get onto your nerves, people will be rude to you, Gemini, people will not like where you're heading, and they will try to do almost anything to stop you. And it is where the challenge kicks in, because you, on the contrary, you got to kill them with kindness. You got to kill their aggression with love, compassion, and solidarity. And can you do that? Because that's a great thing. You need to understand that everybody has their own points of view, and you have to honor that. You need to know that everybody has their mutual freedom of thoughts. I think I said something stupid. Anyway, you get me. And you got to honor that, but it doesn't mean that you have to follow it. And it's where the challenges are lying for you. In the same time, to accept it and to follow your own agenda. And then where your recognition will come from, or for what you will be recognized, yeah, it's the free will, October. So awesome, you will be recognized for exploring the unexplorable. So it seems that that's quite exciting, because it seems that some of these opportunities here, these rare opportunities, others tried to take them and they failed. And just because they fail, they will point to you and they will say, you're not correct, you're not right, you will fail. And your recognition will come through the success of that you will have exactly there where the others have failed, Gemini. Thank you, Venusian. Well, I don't know. By the way, every astrologer I encounter, they're saying that I'm psychic. But the thing is, I always understood the psychic thing, like having visions or hearing voices that are telling you. I don't have these. I don't know. Hi, King Star. How are you tonight or today? For Anna, you just need a lot of time and a lot of dedication. Everybody can be a tarot reader. You just need to start learning to a point where you do understand the cards. It is not about knowing the meanings. Everybody can memorize one book, but you need to start understanding the cards. In a term of when someone asks you a question, you need to be able to connect any card to that question. So, and the more you read, the more you practice, the more you read and the more you practice, the more you will find out the general meanings. They are kind of not necessary, not necessary really. Well, the general meanings sometimes may come in handy for general readings, obviously, but for personal readings, like asking questions and these kind of stuff, we don't, or at least I don't use general meanings. Sorry. Kai lights, for me the best beginners deck is the Reader Waite deck, but the best beginners book is the Keeper of Words. It is how it's called. Okay, so Cancer. Hello, guys. If my bro is watching, hello, bro. How are you? So, Cancer, your personal strength is fabulous, guys. It's just fabulous because we have you, the Avalanche Shield, or the Ace of Pentacles. Strength of furthering one's goal, success in your business, it is where you will find your strength at. So it's pushing your business, it's reaching and solidifying your relationship, but the most of it is about you finding your wealth or where your wealth is lying. So you need to ask yourself, guys, what is exactly making you wealthy person? Because for some is to have the love of their lives, for others is the money they have, you know, the others is the health. So you need to find what makes you wealthy, and it is where your personal strength lies and what you can unfold and use for that lunar eclipse. Then we're having what you need to let go of, that man. Always someone who is breathing in your neck. Is Hina. It could be your father or it could be your boss, and you just have to stop paying attention to it. I mean, because that's the thing with this person, okay? No matter how good you perform, no matter how good you do, it is just never enough for him, because he thinks that he can't do it better than you, which is not necessarily true. And you have to cut these bullshits down. You know what I mean? So if he's not happy of your performance, then the hell with him, you know? But apart from that, if this is not a man, if it is a man, that is either Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, or it has these ascendants. But if it is not a sign, if it is not a man, sorry, then you need to really consider how much you expect from yourself. And this card is a sign that you are having a very, very high expectations of yourself, and you have to really take it slowly and break down from all these expectations. What I'm trying to say is take it one step at the time, Cancer, because your power here, though it's a power of success, it lies into the slow approach, slow and steady, hard push, you know. So, and this is how you will break through. And from there, we're coming to the risks you need to take. Ask yourself what you're afraid of, and it is there what risks you need to take. It is about conquering your fear. So it is about trying the things you have failed before, trying them on you, and you will find out that these new powers, these new resources you have, it is much more easier to push them from now on. And it is the success of these particular goals, things, achievements you have failed before to reach, they are now in your grasp, and you can finally get it done. And after that is the challenges. So you will be given a particular duties here, duties that kind of come in conflict with this person or with this approach, because these duties that you are about to either being given by someone else or you will give them to yourself, they will require you to lift your own standards, so, or to lift your own expectations. It is about these duties. They will urge you to explore new ways, how you can develop yourself, where your new talents lie, where you can spend your money, where you can invest your money, or where this relationship is going on, how you can make it better and better. Is it not time to start living together? Is it not time to have kids? Is it not time to have engagement? You know, so it's about a change, but in a term of bringing it into a next level. That's the challenges you need to take. And because this card, the Two of Wands, it's rather not acting but planning. So you may as well want to take your time to plan it carefully, because after you initiate that particular step of yours, there will be no going back. It's a point of no return. Thank you, Heba. And where you will find your recognition is from that guy. That's the Knight of Pentacles, guys. And this guy, he really knows what he's doing. Rather someone from your job, or if it is your brother, it should be around your age or a little bit younger. Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. It has these ascendant signs. But what is important for this person is that he will really see potential in you. And by you being recognized by him, he has really a lot to offer in terms of expand. So I want to present it to you that way. Let's say that this man here is an owner of a big plantation that is not yet planted, and you are seeking a place to plant your farm. And by you being recognized by him, he will give you that field you need in order to plant your seeds, so the seeds can start growing, and from there, you know, cultivating and reaping the fruits of your labor. So all it comes to how this person will see you, and by you being accountable for the duties, or rather for the responsibilities you place on yourself, it is what will make him impressed. Also, don't forget that conquering your own fears is also very, very important. Yeah, Leo is next, Angie. Wow, 190 viewers. Thank you, guys. I have never reached that many viewers. It's just awesome. It is just awesome. Yeah. I'm on Leo. I just finished Cancer. Yeah, right now I will do Leo. Thank you, guys. Thank you for all of your support. You are amazing. It is what I can say. Hi, Estelle. Oh, how many other Leos we got? Leo, your personal power. Again, the Ace of Pentacles. Who have not heard about Cancer? It seems that your personal power will lie into bringing success into your life. That seems a little bit silly and stupid. Easier said than done, guys, but it is true. The only problem with this card is that you need to push it slowly. Also, that card speaks for protection when you barely and mostly need it. This is where your personal power will lie. If you're being protected or being destroyed, excruciated, and being devastated, if you want to say that way. So that lunar eclipse in a certain way will protect you of you being of a bad things, excuse me, happening to you, Leo. And apart from that, what we said about Cancer, your power also will lie to further one's goal in business and making, solidifying, and structuring one relationship. But then, guys, what you have to make a clean break from, it's your bad habits, it's your dominant behavior. It is you're abusing of power. So think of where you really have the edge, where you really have power over people. And this is what you need to stop doing. Instead of focusing that energy controlling others and controlling people that are beneath you and that you have power over them, channel the energy toward an unsolved problems. So I want to a little bit explain more the devil card, because that's the devil card. It is beautiful card, eh? But the devil card is about, oh, I'm sorry, I have some baby hair here and it really annoys me sometimes, but I cannot just cover it. Anyway, so the devil card, it is about a primal energy, primal power that streams through us. And that primal power is ignited through our primal instinct. And you have to find out where your primal urges and desires lies. I want to give it with some grim examples. Let's say that you are happily married, but you are not exactly happy of how your intimate life is going on, and your primal desire and primal urge will be to find yourself a lover, third party, you know, so you can have your sexual life back again. But instead of doing that, try to focus that power into something really constructive instead of destroying your marriage. This is just a guess, just a suggestion. So you need to break through, you need to break clean and cut clean from misusing your great power, guys. That is coming from the Ace of Pentacles here. And then it is the the risks. This card, it doesn't speak to me too much about risks. It's the Nine of Cups. And what really can involve risky Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups describes you of being happy. And this is where maybe the risks lie for you people, Leo people. It may lie the risk for you to dare to do something that makes you happy. Enough with what you're supposed to do. Do what you want to do for a change. Then it is the challenges you need to conquer, and it is that person. So this person here, he will annoy you, because every time you try to push something, especially if we're talking about your career, that coworker here will annoy you to hell, because every time when you try to explain yourself in front of your boss, you're trying to come up with solution, this one will say, ah, that's too complicated, we can't do it, it is too sophisticated, we will burn too much resources for that. So it's someone who is always trying to find the most simple way, you know, of dealing with problems. But a complicated problems requires a complicated measures. So that's why it will be kind of a challenge of showing patience toward that person. If that's your mate, if that's your you know, love mate, because that person is either Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, or it has these ascendant signs. If that's your mate, then he will be someone who is telling you, "Whoa, you're making the things too complicated. Can't we just go hang out?" Because this is someone who likes to hang out, and he likes his life simple, and he dislikes drama. But the question in hand, where you both can have, it could be exactly that you need to create drama in order to solve it. And this is the challenge you need to face. And at the end, your recognition will be given by the love itself, guys. The Ace of Cups. You just cannot say anything else. So whatever it is, you will find your recognition through it. Everybody will see you happy, everybody will see you renourished, refreshed, and everybody will see you change. You will not be the same in front of people in a good way, guys. In a very, very good way. Thank you, Dominica. Thank you, guys. Yeah, these are good cards about the eclipse. And I'm kind of surprised, but because eclipses, they can be rather, they can be, I can't say that they can be bad, but the strength that they are influencing us, it could be a little bit scary. It could be a lot scarier. Oh, you're welcome, Holly. It doesn't cost me anything, Yeah, now we are at Virgo. And for them, their personal strength. Wow. Moving. We got the Eight of Wands. Being untouchable. Being someone who cannot be surprised. Being someone who always takes advantage of even the minor edges that we got. When you have the smallest edge in a particular situation, you will be basically indestructible, unbeatable, and people will always see in you a moving fluid, a moving air, let's say that way, changing everything through its goal. You will be very desired as well. So you may find out that a certain woman or a certain man are now attracted to you, and it is where your personal strength will lie to take advantage of this attraction. But the most of it in communications, it is where your personal strength will lie. You will be able to express yourself flawlessly, Virgo. Then we are having what you need to break from. Two of Swords. I need a little bit, I need a minute, guys. Okay, so, but because your personal strength will be in setting motions, your personal strength will be in doing everything hasty and everything into speed. There will be people around you who will try to whisper in your ear, and that's why you need to take a clean break from them, because this card is a clear sign that they will try to mislead you. You don't need someone else to whisper in your ears and to give you and to point you ways and goals that you need to aim and go for. People, you gotta do it on your own, because with the Eight of Wands, everything you need as a windows of opportunity will fly by you. But if you don't catch it, it will just go with the flow. So you gotta take advantage of all that is coming, even the minor thing. And we're not talking about breaking free from boredom or for static routine here. Just on the contrary, your routine, Virgo, will be quite dynamic, and you have to make it even more dynamic. It speaks for business, It speaks for sudden turnarounds. It speaks for surprises, and it speaks for again, opportunities that are flying by. Even the smallest one has to be explored. The risks, you gotta take that risk, guys. You gotta take that risk. And the risk is to keep silence and not listen to your intuition. With this card, there will be a conflict here. There will be a conflict of what your mind and logic is telling you and what your inner voice and inner wisdom is telling you. And the risk you got to take is to listen one of these two. So very likely, people, that in particular situation you will see a wonderful opportunity and your logic will just scream to you, you gotta take it. But your heart will tell you, no, 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 no. You are not ready yet. And thus you gotta take one of these two risks. Either take it and deal with the consequences of it, or not taking it and having in your mind and your thoughts that you had it on your grasp, but you haven't taken it. Then the challenges. Are you generous, Virgo? Because generosity, because the generosity sometimes, not sometimes, but right now, it will be your challenge with the Six of Pentacles. So you got to offer help, but this is a very thin line here, because you gotta offer just as much help so you can get the guys or the people that are broken into on their feet, but in the same time you should not give that much help to solve their problems. So you got to let them solve their own problems and in the same time help them. That's very tough as a challenge. You do realize that. And if you're the one who needs help, you gotta do the same thing. You gotta do the same thing. You should not allow someone to help you and to just clear the problem for you, because that problem will come after that. You are the one who has to deal with that problem. And you can allow help just as much so you can secure your position, but not more, in order to solve the troubles you got. And at the end, we are having your recognition, or through what your recognition will come. And this is where the recognition comes from, you being able to give 100% of yourself everywhere, in your relationship and your career. It's just everywhere. No one will be able to, say to you that you were slacking, you were lazy, you did not contribute it enough, because this is what we are hearing constantly. You are not contributing enough. Well, you'll not be able to, you won't hear that, because your personal strength here will not allow it. You will take every single opportunity, you have every single thing that is given to yourself, and thus you will impress a lot of people. Well, you got, look, Twinkless, it is with this card, there is a very important thing, that the person who has to solve their problems, they need to learn their lessons, because you can solve their problems, but that will not really solve the problem, because they will do the same mistake again. That's why you should restrict your help. This is what I'm trying to say. Okay. Oh, Catherine, you will find some, it seems. Yeah, it's Libra, Darla. It is Libra. Thank you, Yolanda. Thank you. Venetian, you should follow all three: moon, star sign, moon sign, and ascendant sign. Under star sign, I mean a sun sign. Okay. So, Libra, personal strength in your hopes. Personal strength of yours is to help others, is to be an example for others, more accurately said. But it is about you showing unfolding love into people, regardless of what people did to you, and of you offering support when support is needed. But above everything else, Libra, your personal strength will lie into when a devastating blow it was had hit you. Now you are able to stand up, face the world with smile, and just keep on going. That's the star card. Yes. Then it is what you need to break from, leave it into your past. That's the Two of Wands, guys. And Libra, you gotta really seriously consider how you're performing in terms of what you really want. Because with this card, it seems that you constantly want something that is not yet reachable for you. And the card says that you have to be happy of what you have at this very moment, and you have to work to solidify it instead of searching a way to improve it. Because at this very moment, improvement may not be available for you. So instead of improving it and expanding it, you gotta search a way to solidify it first. So you gotta leave or abandon your plans for now. Then is the risks you gotta take. Guys, you just have to trust into universe the most of all. That's the Justice card. And trust into that whatever you did will be returned back to you. Now the Justice card is saying that law and order will be in place, but not just human laws and order, like being into a courthouse and having the case, you know, finalized when the truth comes into light, but also the universal laws. Here we're talking about the laws of universe. So you have given in the past, you are about to start taking, and this is the risk you gotta take. You need to trust in the universe here, that the universe will give you back what you lost because you have done it from a pure heart. Or, you know, what happens if you have taken with impure heart, the universe will take from you. So this is the risk you need to take by believing the universe and leave the things to unfold naturally. And then is the challenges. The Six of Cups. And the challenge for you will be to feel peaceful and calm, to find happiness into small things in life. So because the Six of Cups is always how one child would act. When one child is feeling happy, when you give him a candy bar, you know, when the child spends time out in nature, when it plays with toys. In other words, finding your own happiness into small things in life, enjoying your dinner, enjoying your time spent with friends, enjoying your movie, and these kind of stuff. You know, you don't need to have millions in your bank account in order to feel yourself happy. And then your recognition will come through the Ace of Pentacles, guys. And here, your recognition comes through you showing to the world that no matter what, you value your own things. This is how I'm going to place it in words. No matter what, you value and cherish your relationship, and you won't give up on it regardless of what is going on. You value your work, you won't give away your work regardless of what. So it's about integrity, it's about being honest, it's about being true to yourself. This is where you will find your recognition for. Okay. Thank you, Harshita. So, my kin, we are to Scorpio. My brethren, how many Scorpios we got here? Yow! Guys love Scorpio, eh? Yeah, insistent. You got that one right, Corey. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm say by saying guys, my king, my brothers, I and my brethren, I mean every single one of you, regardless of the sex you are. So, all of Scorpios, awesome, awesome. Hmm. Our personal, you gotta be kidding me. Our personal strength, guys. That's the Sun card. Oh my God. I cannot even begin to explain that. It is a surges of power. It's a surges of energy, surges of vital energy, surges of energy pushing us to make expand, to make rebuilding, to make reconstruction of our life. Surges of power creates in us a calmness in terms of that we are letting the things to unfold the way they are supposed to unfold. Our personal power may lie into a way that we are chasing success in terms of transforming it into monetary gains. Personal power, guys, of revealing the truth for us. And what we have to break from is the moon card. And we have to leave all the insecurity behind us. We got to believe that the path we are walking right now is the path we need to walk. The moon is always about vagueness, and something is creating discomfort in us because we're not aware of the 100% of the situation around us. Not the whole picture is clear for us. And we Scorpio, we got to accept that never the whole picture will be revealed in front of us. We cannot know everything, but we have to be happy of what we know, because what we know to be true, it is true. So what I'm trying to say is that if someone says to you that you're capable, you are capable. If someone tells you that this one loves you, he does loves you, he isn't lying. With the sun here, your personal power, the radiance that is coming from you, is for it kind of forbids to other to help to lie to you, you know. So you got to shake yourself off the insecurity and the vagueness you kind of have in your heart, because it will serve you no favor, my Scorpios. It will serve you no favor. Then the risks you need to take, and that's kind of tough, people. That's kind of tough. And it seems that this lunar eclipse will be a very, very big deal for us. A third major arcana, the Hangman. The risks is to do exactly nothing, guys. You need to let everything to be solved for yourself. You shouldn't push anything. I know that it sounds ridiculous, stupid, and probably some of you are saying, "Oh my God, I'm just gonna let that thing happen." Well, just you gotta let it. The more you try to push, the more painful will be for you, because these efforts here, these pushes here, they're first fruitless, second stressful, and third, this is a test of faith. It is a test the universe sends to us, because we are seeing the problems we have from our perspective, but there is another perspective which we talked about in the moon card. And we got to let all the situation to unfold in such a state where you can see the things into from the other different perspective. And from there, my king Scorpios, it is where the solution will come. And you will see that all you had to do, and all that involved your risk, is to do exactly nothing and just wait. Then the challenges, another big deal, another major arcana for us. That's the World card, finalizing a particular thing. So think about of what is near completion to you, okay? And that it requires just a small steps to make it finalized. And I'm not talking about where we encounter the hangman, because this is about you struggling against something unknown, something that you don't know how it's going to develop. With the World card, the challenges is to break, to bring to its very end, to completion, a particular things, projects, approach in one relationship where you have almost done it. You already know how this is going to unfold. For example, let's say in your career that there is a contract already done, but only your signature is missing. Do not postpone it. Okay, find time to read it and to sign it. That's the challenges here, to find time to finalize these things. And time will come when you realize that for the other troubles you have, which seems unsolvable, you just let them, leave them alone to be solved virtually on their own for you. And at the end is from where your personal recognition will come. Eight of Wands. Okay, the Eight of Wands. First, you may receive your recognition abroad, because the Eight of Wands, a key word, it is traveling over sea or traveling by air. So you may receive your recognition abroad. You may receive your recognition for your swiftness, for your fast reactions of making the things right, or for your fast reactions of making no reactions whatsoever. From another perspective, your recognition will come through, because you will be able to make, these well expressed negotiations. So it's about you expressing your ideas and your thoughts here in the Eight of Wands. Okay, that was quite intense. We had 4 major arcana for Scorpio, and it seems that it will be quite a big lunar eclipse for them. Thank you, Estelle. Tanya, I won't gonna spoil it for you, but I can say that it will be positive. I know it from another place, but it should be positive. I hope. I want. I reject the thought that it will be negative, because I'm expecting same thing. Okay, so after that, we're going to Sagittarius. Thank you, Sally. Sally. Or I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing your names, guys, correctly. I do apologize so much. Okay, Sagittarius. Your personal power will be, guys, in the adaptability you will have the Two of Pentacles, and it is about the Two of Pentacles as a personal power is not just adaptability, but you being able to be one step ahead before others, or before the circumstances that are following you. It's about you being able to foresee where the problem will lie before the problem actually appear, and you have already taken measures to solve that problem or to diminish the impact of that problem. And this is why I'm saying adaptability, because by being one step ahead, no one can be one step ahead with a solid plan. One has to be adaptable and playful and always align himself with one situation, so can foresee what is yet coming. This is where your um, personal strength will lie. Then it is what you need to let go of, and that's the indecisiveness you may have. That's about postponing an important decisions, trying to maintain equilibrium. There is no room here, guys, for equilibrium, for you standing in between two forces, for you being unable to decide. There is no room for dilemmas. There is no room for drama. You got to push that out of your mind and start taking all these decisions that you need to take. Equilibrium cannot be maintained, and thus you need to pull and drag everything that you can into your field. Then it is the risks you gotta take, and that speaks for some investments here. With the Ace of Pentacles, we are seeing some investments, either money, either time, either skills, but these investments are so necessary, Sajis, in order you to push further one's goal that you can't even imagine. And these investments, they will pay off a big time after that, because the Ace of Pentacles, if done correctly, what I mean slow and steady, it always pays off, and it constantly has to be worked for. Risk always may come as a that you need to take a particular risk to stabilize your relationship or your career work, and that could be tough, but that's why it's risk, right? Then you guys, as a challenge, you gotta be open. Here we have the Page of Wands, and as a Page of Wands coming as a challenges, that's a little bit tough. As a challenge here, it's a belief how strong you are. So the Page of Wands reminds us about our personal strength. So it seems that you will start forgetting yourself of how strong you are with the Two of Pentacles, of how adaptable you can be. And that's the challenge, to constantly try to be adaptable, constantly try to be open for everything new, to keep your routine dynamic, to keep your routine surprising to others, and to be able to receive and give messages. And the messages has to be laconic. For those who doesn't know what laconic is, with a few words given, a lot being told. This is what laconic means. I think it comes from the Spartan area called Lacalunia or something like this, and from there it's come laconic, because the Spartans, they understood themselves with one word, and it's from there it comes the term laconic. So this is what you need to do. You should not explain yourself too much. When you want to do something, you just do it regardless of either one will approve it or it will not approve it. The rabbit explores every cave, every hole in the ground, just like you got to take the challenge to explore everything new that is coming into your way, especially if it is coming into your mind as an idea or a way to approach and solving one problems. Then we're having the recognition is coming from this young man here, either Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo, or he has these ascendant signs. So this person, he will really give you a big cheer up for the risk you have taken. And he will shout out loud how brave you are. He will give you help with that risk that you have been taking in order to place the puzzles and being one step ahead of either your intimate partner or at work. So generally, this particular five cards, sorry, they speak that you have to give a lot from yourself so you can be unpredictable for others, Sagittarius. And by being unpredictable for others, you will create a big fear in people who wishes you bad. And again, you will be untouchable for them, because forewarned, guys, it's forearmed. Okay. Oh, you're welcome, Kim. You're welcome. Okay, guys. So after Sagittarius, we're going Capricorn. Is there many Capricorns here, guys? Only two? Okay. So, your personal strength, guys, is to spread justice. So your personal strength will come. This is where it comes funny, because everyone who tries to do you bad will be punished. Everyone who tries to do you good will be rewarded. It is like you will be a reflection of what justice is. This is where your personal strength will lie. You won't be able to be lied. You will smell the light a thousand. You will smell a lie a thousand mile away. Your particular strength will also lie into making a very just and sound and accountable for one's self decisions, which will affect exactly none in terms of making good or bad. They will be just as they are supposed to be. So with that being said, people, your personal strength will lie into an actions of yours, making and let's say organizing your resources, your time, and your actions into a very fair way in between your career and between your relationship. And even if it comes into your career, it will be spreading your resources as time, money, and actions in between the project. And it will be fair. Nobody will be able to get into you and to say you're not doing right, because you are. Then is what you need to break off, and that's the cockiness, people. The six of spears. Unfortunately, with this card, I can say that you need to shake yourself of the understanding that you are as far as you think you are, because you aren't. You gotta admit to yourself that you need help. You gotta admit that in order to receive a recognition from people, you need to do more, because what you have done is not yet enough. The journey haven't been done yet for you, Capricorns. You have a long way to go. And I'm not saying that you have done wrong and you have performed bad. It is just you can do much more. And you have to leave behind yourself that thought that you have give 100% of yourself, because you haven't. And you gotta constantly seek of expanding what you're giving so you can start receiving more. Then is the risks. With the Eight of Wands, we're seeing big risks coming into your way with great rewards. A sudden surprises, sudden turnarounds, people, Capricorns, that you need to take advantage of. It will seem quite risky for you, but the reward will be great. So how these things will come into you through messages, through email, phone calls, because this card is talking about receiving from afar. Also, for those who again planning travel, that is about risking getting that travel. Okay, but with the Eight of Wands is also you risking pushing the things faster than the things has to be pushed. So if you think of really, I can't find the right word in English. If you think of a really extreme approach into your situation you are at, probably it's a risk worth taking. And then your challenges, well, we had that card as a challenges into some other star sign. The challenges, guys, for you Capricorns is to find your happiness into small things in life. If you have child, if you have a kids, you will find your happiness by spending time with your kids. If you don't have kids, you will find your happiness into small things in life. Again, having your supper the way you like it, having your walk the way you like it, working out, and these kind of small things in life that will give you joy, and you have to pay attention to them. And basically, you need to nurture yourself and reach a particular level of abundance here. Then, guys, it is the recognition that will come to you, and this is money. So you will be rewarded materially for taking these risks. This will be the reward for you, the recognition. It will come from wealthy person, probably telling you good job and giving you the raise you deserve. Also, your recognition will come by through you being able to stabilize what is what is too fragile to be stabilized, or more solidifying what is more stable, more fragile to be solidified. Also, the recognition will come by you following the patterns you have chosen. So it's about you being loyal and have integrity to the facility you're working at, or to one relationship as well. Okay, Capricorns. Then we're going to Aquarius. Yeah, Brunch. For me, one of the biggest wealths is the health. Okay, let's give one good refill. Yeah, and let's go Aqua. You know, I'm no astrologist, but I'm always wondering why Aquarius is an air sign, you know, because he's aqua, which is water. You're welcome, Tony. Why is that gone? Yeah, water. Yeah, it's a very good question. I don't know. But Aquarius, they will have a great power this eclipse. So personal strength, guys, the chariot, that is self-conviction. That is the ability to push through in a way of making a heroic steps. So let's explain it into a particular way. The personal power of Aquarius will lie of being able to find their way through desperate situations. So no matter what is happening for Aquarius, the despair will not get to them. They will not feel desperation. They will be self-determined, and they will be self-convinced that if they push hard enough, if they have the willpower to push hard enough and to just not give up, they will be able to solve what is terrorizing them, or where the pain lies for them. And they're right. They will be able to do so. So it seems that for you, Aquarius, your personal power will lie into you being able to do what is undoable. You will be able to crush and to conquer what is the unconquerable. Apart from that, into a more surface level, Aquarius, personal power will lie into empathizement with other people. The people will see you sitting in a high horse. You may want to take advantage of that. Also, you will be kind of cherished, and not just cherished but admired. It is the word I was searching for the luck of your hard work. So the people will see in you not just capable person, but someone who is the best. Okay. Then what you need to leave behind, Five of Pentacles, guys, that's the doubt or lack of resources, but most likely the doubt, because as we said here, you have a, you know, personal power lying into being convinced that you can't do it. Okay, and here of what you need to let go of is the doubt of how fragile you are and how incapable you are, the doubt in yourself, doubt in your relationship, doubt in your career place, doubt even in how you lead your life. You need to leave these doubts behind you. You need to break free from them, because they serve you no favor, but just keeping you in one place, and if not that, they're just you know, pushing you backwards instead of you going forward. So be strong, show a strong mind, guys, and don't let those negative thoughts to get to you. Then the challenges. High Priestess, or that's the risk, sorry. So with the risk, this card, with the risk comes of you following your intuition. By intuition, saying that there is inner wisdom in you, Aquarius, something almost similar to being a psychic that is pointing you the way forward, and you need to hear that inner voice of yours. Now, why is that a risk? Because there will be a lot of people around you, guys, that will try to point your direction, because they will see how much energy and power you have, and they will want to use it for their own agenda. And you have to take the risk, not listening into them, but follow that hunch that you will have inside you. You know what I mean? And sometimes it is very risky to give yourself into that hunch and not follow what the other people logically explains to you. Then is the Sun card, and that's the challenges. And with the challenges, first of all, with the Sun card, guys, you need to, because the Chariot card, it's about rather hard and fast push. The challenge will be not to make it as hard as fast as you can make it. You need to let the whole to happen like a domino. You know, you push the first figurine, and then from there the whole roller coaster start falling down. So in other words, you need to let all that situation, after you give the first initial push, to unfold naturally as much as possible. With that, you need to start seeking other fields of exploration. You gotta find, the challenge for you will be to find a personal strength, and but as a vital energy. So you will feel yourself quite exhausted for the most of your time, and the challenge for you will be the reason for what you need to go forward. So before you initiate here your personal strength with the Chariot, you have to really be clear of where you're aiming all that surge of energy you will have. Because the goal at the end has to be something that makes you, not just you happy, but everybody around you happy, because the end goal will have the most meaning above everything else. Either this could be regaining back an old relationship, fixing problems in one relationship, regaining back old work, or fixing troubles in your work. You can do it, guys, by initiating and by releasing that enormous and tremendous amount of power. However, if you release it, all of it, first, you will find yourself exhausted. Second, you, with that tremendous amount of energy, you may destroy things around you. You know what I mean? Instead of using it constructively. So try to use it bit by bit. If you start feeling fatigue, if you start feeling headaches, because headaches, especially on the front of your head, it is a sign that you are using too much energy and you cannot afford more. And then, but I want to say something else about the Sun card. Also, you will face a challenge of making someone happy, because the Sun, guys, is a gentle soul that drops a bit of happiness, contributing for the happiness of all, everywhere it goes. So you will face challenges to make other people's happy while you're feeling exhausted and somehow miserable from your hard push. And then it is the recognition. And Temperance, your recognition, guys, will come through exactly that: being being generous, being honest, showing solidarity, showing support, showing help to others, honoring what they are, honoring what they want to do. Don't get into their way, is what I mean. Finding the correct way of empathizing to someone, or finding the correct approach into one situation where you will do exactly zero harm to the people involved. This is where you will find your recognition. Okay, last but not least, guys, we are having Pisces. Yeah, Jessica, finally, eh? Yeah, Star, as per usual. Oh, Kat, you can rewatch the video. You can watch the video. It will be uploaded into YouTube. And make sure if you're not subscribed, you can subscribe yourself. You know. Anyway, Pisces, your personal strength. Either a woman of yours that will give you that personal strength. This woman, it is rather someone who is capable of making the things happen for you. So it will be a good thing if that woman has a touch for you. Let's say that this is your mother. Your mother cares for you way too much to deny you help, and so she is capable of dealing with all your troubles. She's capable of lending you money. She's capable of negotiating instead of you. She's capable of anything, and she wants to do it so because she just loves you way too much. Well, I'm talking here for a person who is either Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini, or it has these ascendants, but that person is too detached for you, you know, and because they are capable of giving you their support, as giving you their back to lean on, they will do it. So you gotta cling into them. If that's not a person, guys, here we are talking about you showing not just a mental activity in a way of that you logically will be able to get all the pieces of one puzzle and solve that puzzle. So it speaks for extreme mental clarity is where your personal strength will lie, but also in healing. The power of your thoughts is gonna heal you in a way you can't imagine. Then there is what you need to let go of, and that's a tough one. That's because that's the Sun card, and then you're very awkward. What you need to let go of. Only thing that it comes to me when I look at this card, at that position, that you have to stop thinking about other people and stop contributing for other happiness and not taking care for your own happiness. It is time to stop wasting energy into other people who probably don't care for you. So in other words, guys, you gotta stop being too good. This is what I'm trying to tell you. You got to place yourself or your kid or the thing that you love the most on the first place here, and stop giving from yourself to those who does not deserve it. Apart from that, you have to always ask for the maximum as fast as possible and not waiting too much for it. This is also what you need to break free from, being in peace for what is given to you. You gotta ask for more. Then we're having the challenges, guys. Awesome. No, that's the risks, sorry. And we're having the Eight of Swords. So it seems that even though your personal power lies with that person here, you got to at least think of how you're going to detach from her. So her patterns, the way she does things, it is good in a way that it kind of gives you prosperity. It makes you capable, and it clears out problems of yours. But the risk for you is to think about the time when you will be independent, how you will make an independent, how you will make yourself independent, how you have what you have to do in order to break clean from that particular person here, how you can break free. So if this is a business partner of yours, let's say if this is a business partner of yours and she's taking on every problem that your business have and you're just the only one, you're just the one who collects the money at the end, you got to start thinking about what you're gonna do if she's not around. And you have to start taking risks, you know, you have to start trying to attend to some of the deeds that she's doing so you can start learning. What I'm trying to say is that there is a restrictions self-imposed by you, Pisces, that you have to break free from. You gotta take the risk to break free from, and you will see that in reality, none risk was required to do so. It was just self-imposed. Then the challenges, guys. Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups. Forcing change, and not just change. This is about forcing change, people. Not that this change is gonna come to you. You gotta force it. You gotta make it happen. And that change, the challenge here will be to make the change happen exactly by your understanding, by your model. So if you want to change your relationship, you got to change it in a way that you like it. If you want to change your job, now it's the time that you aim for a job you will like. That will be the challenge of you to find what fuels your heart. Okay, but once you do it, once you conquer these challenges, you will see that everything else loses relevance. I mean, you have probably reached one of the most important achievements in your life. And then your recognition, people, again, temperance, people will see, and your recognition will come through that you were able to do your maneuvers and your detachment from that person with a quite subtle maneuvers, in a term of that you will not affect anybody in a bad way. You will kind of find the middle road with not extreme measures. They will recognize you as an independent person. They will honor you, and they will give you a respect at the end. So this is what you can expect. from people if you act and if you are brave enough to do what makes you happy, Pisces. And wow, okay. So yeah, people, that was the taroscope for the lunar eclipse that is happening on 10th, I believe. Yeah, it's happening on 10th, on Friday. So don't forget, lunar eclipse, a full moon on steroids, time for executing, time for making something happen. It's because it's happening on Friday, people. You got to initiate the love, guys. You got to let the world to see how much love you have and how much you love your partner, how much you love your relationship, how much you love your job, and these kind of stuff. It's all about cherishing partnerships and relationships. And thus being said, guys, if you do want a private reading, you can find me on Astrolab. I do have a profile page there, and you just click and choose your service, and I will be at your service. I think that there are promotions going, and they are described on that profile page. I'm pretty sure that the 2 minutes, 20 minutes promotion is still ongoing even this month, which means that if you purchase 20, you get 30. And that's awesome, is it not? Apart from that, I gotta wake up early. I thought about taking some questions from you people, but I gotta wake up like after 4 hours because I have a dentist. I hate dentists. And yeah, I unfortunately have to go to bed, people. But with that being said, I love you guys. Thank you so much for all of your support. And as per usual, you have a great one now, and see you people next time.